What's up, nail friends? In today's video, I'm doing my friend Bailey's nails. She showed me a couple pictures of a couple ideas that she had, and we kind of combined them together. I wanted to show you guys this set before Christmas because it kind of has those Christmassy vibes to it. You could also wear this after Christmas too, but the holly makes it a little Christmassy. And there's green in it, and ombre, acrylic, and some hand painting. So a lot of little details in this video. If you're interested, just keep watching. So Bailey had no nails on anymore, but her natural nails were kind of short and brittle, so I did decide to go in with tips for this set instead of sculpt. So to prep, I'm pushing back the skin with my cuticle tool, and I'm gonna turn this tool around and scrape the skin up as well with it. This is a great tool for the skin, pushing it back. I got this from Luminary Nail Systems. So the cuticle bit I'm going in here with is the Get Buffed Pro cuticle tool. It is really great. I use this one quite often. So I'm going in around the cuticle area with it to prep, and you can actually reverse your tool and go down the other side as well, just to get a nice clean cuticle area. I highly recommend Get Buffed Pro tools if you're looking for prep tools. Today's video will be in real time. I'll just cut out anything that's blurry or too repetitive, or anything that's out of frame. So after that, I'm going in with this tool. This tool just kind of pushes the skin out of the way and gets any of the pieces that you missed, because you definitely don't want any little chunks of skin in your way. You can see I reverse my tool. I'm going really gently down that side, and it moves the skin out of the way. And it's great. I really like this tool. I got this one from Erica's ATA, and you can really see it like smooth and clean up that area for me, which will be great for when I want to apply my acrylic. So skipping ahead here, I removed all that dust. I'm not going to prep or prime yet before adding my tips. I always add my tips first. So I'm gluing those down, holding it in place. And then after that, I think you guys know, if you've watched my videos for long enough, I really don't like applying like shaping tips unless they have like a clear base yet or put down. So I'm going to do my clear base. So this super long stilettos are not going to stay this length at all. I'm just adding a base so that I can shape these, and a base is good to apply down to file back down to anyway. So I'm just kind of doing this step, and instead of shaping the nails and then doing this step, so I do this step first and then I shape the nails. So I'm just applying it. I've already applied my primer now and my dehydrator, and then I'm just applying a super thin bead of this glass slippers. Place it down, clean off my brush, and then I'm just pushing the product where I want it into the cuticle area. Don't overlap the skin, and then I'm just feathering it over the tip. Once I let that dry, I'll be able to shape everything. So I do that on both hands, and then I come back to this hand. This hand's nice and dry enough for me to shape. So I'm just grabbing my little scissors here, and I'm clipping off that pointy tip. I'm going to clip them a little bit longer than I want because we are changing the shape to an almond shape. So I'm using my metal file board to go file up and under. So these were the clear stiletto tips. They have a little bit of a C curve, and they were pointy, so I do have to go up and under a little bit to pull the sidewalls up, and then I just go up and under to change my shape as well into that kind of rounded almond. I also go over top of the nail a bit to thin out and even out my clear base. Okay, so let's do ombre nails. So I'm applying my favorite white, which is a shimmery white. It's called white satin. I'm applying that. This, like, my friend Bailey here has really small nails. They might appear average sized, but they're actually a little bit smaller. So this is a really tiny little nail here. So I applied just a really small bead, fade it down, and then blend it up a little So like I said, the color is white satin. It's a little bit shimmery of a white, so it's really, really easy to blend and work with. Highly recommend using shimmery colors for ombres. Super, super great. So I flatten that down, and then I'm just gently feathering and fading this down, leaving my line alone, cleaning off my brush, and then I feather it upwards just to clean it up. But I'm going to be using a cover pink to blend that. So I'm going to show you that again on the pointer finger a little bit close up. Place that down, pat along the line, and then feather that down. These shimmery colors are really like good to keep even, so I'm feathering that up, feather up, boop, 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 and then I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'll come and do my ombre with my cover pink. So the cover pink that I'm going to use is the Pinkerball Cover Shimmer. It has a little bit of glitter added in it, so kind of like a gold glitter, which helps with fading as well. So I'm placing that down. You can see it's a really small bead on her little finger. I'm pushing towards the cuticle area. So normally I would do my ombre blend, but her pinky is so small that I'm just going to do the cuticle bead and then blend this down into the white. So I'm just going over the white a little bit, fading this really, really gently, fading that over. Bending the finger down for gravity. You don't want any of the product to go over her skin, and because that will cause lifting. I'm just trying to be really gentle, fading that over the white. And then I'm going to do that on all the white nails first. So I do that, and I'm going to encapsulate all my white nails because the green is so intense that it will stain my monomer a bit, and then I don't want to ruin my white nails. So I'm doing all my white nails first, and then we'll do our gray nails. So here I am applying that. Like I said before, I do like to apply my bead along the line and blend that down. And then I'm picking up another bead, and I'm going to do the cuticle area bead. It's a little blurry, sorry. So anyways, I place it down at the cuticle area. I'm using my finger for support, pushing towards this cuticle area and blending down and being slow and precise, not to overlap the skin because that will cause lifting. And then once I have it at the cuticle area in place, I'm going to blend that down into the white. Okay, so like I said, I am encapsulating those nails. So here I'm just applying that clear acrylic bead, pushing that towards the cuticle area, bending the finger down. I'm kind of pulling the skin back to get close into that cuticle area. I'm using my brush to tap the product where I want it. And once I have it, I'm bending the finger down and gently patting and pulling and feathering that clear acrylic over the rest of the nail. Okay, the green we're going in with is so pretty. It's a shimmery green. It's called Khaki Olive. Oh, it is so nice. I'm using my finger for support. You can see I'm placing that down, and I'm cleaning off my brush, and I'm patting it into place, and then I'm just feathering it down. So these shimmery colors are so forgiving, so easy to work with. Super, super easy to work with, like I said, like so easy. So highly recommend if you're a beginner and you want to use full color acrylic, go for some shimmery colors like this one. So place that down, get that in place, and then I'm going to work on my cuticle bead. That looks great. Placing that at my cuticle area a little bit further back, like you can see, and then I'm going to bend the finger and push the product towards the cuticle area, not overlapping the skin. And once I get it in place, I'm just feathering it down, pulling the skin back there to get into that nook, into the corner, and then fading that down. And then I did her thumb as well, and then I will encapsulate those two nails, like I said, separately because I didn't want to ruin my other nails. So place that down, go at the cuticle area. Because her nails are super small, I'm able to create and encapsulate with one bead and create my apex as well. So place that down, get my apex, and feather the rest down the nail, cleaning off my brush. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more for my apex. After both hands are applied and dried, we're going to go in and finish file. So I'm using a carbide bit just to debulk the nails. I'm going around the cuticle area with this, debulking the side walls and the tip, keeping my apex in place and going under the nail. And then we're going to finish file. I'm using a metal file board to file around the cuticle area. I'm pulling the skin back to get in close without rubbing it on her skin. I'm going to use this to file all over the nail and shape the nail. And I'm going to do that on every nail as well. And then I also like to buff everything, and that is to get rid of any deep, intense scratches that you will see, because you don't want any deep scratches. You just want enough for your gel to stick to it. So after I've done that, I'm going to wipe away all the dust, cleanse everything, make sure there's no dust left behind, and then we can get into our hand painting. So I decided to do this is what they look like after they've been finished filed. And then we're going to go in and do some hand painting. So I'm applying some red dots, and then I'm doing a green. So I mixed two different greens together to create this kind of evergreen color. So I do one line, and then I use the brush to kind of flick the product out to create this kind of messy looking piece of holly. I'm using my finger to support myself, and then I'm wiping that off, and then you can see I'm going around the side here, doing one line, pulling down and then lifting up to create that tail, and then I'm going to do little lines and pull it out again, the product out, to create my holly. So the brush I'm using here is from Get Buffed Pro. It's a liner brush from Get Buff Pro. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing on these nails. I'm going to give that a cure when I'm happy with it. And then I do continue this design on a couple of nails. Like I said, we did this set as like a sort of wintry, Christmassy set that's not too Christmassy. So I'm doing this on the pinky as well. I wanted to incorporate some of that other design, so I am doing a gold here. This is Glitterbell's Swagger Unbelievable Gel. It is really, really easy to use. So I cured that gold line quickly, just a flash cure. And then I'm using the same like evergreen to do a dollop, almost like a dot. So I place that down, and then I lift up my brush to create the little winged piece, like a little leaf. Super easy, almost like place your brush down, lift up your brush and flick it almost just to get that little tail. I gave that a cure, and then I'm just going in and adding some white accent lines on my holly with some little lines in there, and the little dots as well, just to bring everything together and bring everything to life. Once everything is hand painted, I'm going to go in and top coat. So we decided to do half shiny, half matte. So the green nails are shiny and the ombre hand painted nails are done in matte. The shiny is the Ugly Duckling No Wipe Shiny top coat, and the matte is the Luminary Nail Systems No Wipe Matte. After everything is cured, here is the finished set. What do you guys think? From start to finish, this set took me 2 hours and 5 minutes to complete. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and click the bell next to it to be notified whenever I post. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.